Hey, what's going on, people? Look at this bullshit.
A man is now facing a murder charge in connection with the shooting death of Dallas rapper Zachary Fields, known commonly as Z the Wizard. Dallas police are saying 24-year-old Damian Robertson was arrested by U.S. Marshals. Fields was killed outside the Pink House, Dallas, on New Year's Day. 4 others were also shot.
Now, this originally happened New Year's Eve. Z the Wizard is a member of the New Dallas movement, which consists of Zigner Doe, Montana 700. It's a gang of other dudes, man, little young dudes out here doing their thing around Dallas, man. And Z the Wizard was supposed to be the next upcoming artist. Now, I'm not familiar with any of his music or if he was featured on certain songs because before this happened, a lot of people had never heard of him, and neither had I. But when this first happened on New Year's Eve, the word on the street was they got into it in the Pink House, which is a new club. They were throwing money in the club. This was allegedly what was said at first. They were throwing money in the club. They got into it with some guys behind that, and it ended up going outside, and it ended up in a shootout, and Z the Wizard got shot. Now that was the original story. Now, as you can see, they just told you who was arrested for this. This is a guy that's supposed to be in the same camp as Z the Wizard. So it's looking like he got shot by friendly fire. He got shot in the back of the head by his own man. Now, this is we're presuming that this is an accident, which, when you put guns, these guys been at the club, they've been drinking, allegedly, or whatever, and they get into a situation, and then you just go to blasting, and you don't even make sure your man not in the way. It's funny, I just had a conversation about a month ago with one of my buddies. He want to go hunting. He was like, man, let's get a group of guys together and go hunting. Now I'm real, strict about gun safety because, I know guns are not toys, and a gun in the wrong hand, things like this happen. Now here this young man is buried on New Year's Eve, dead in the ground, had a bright future, leaving his mama behind, and because your partner just point guns and shooting blindly. That's what they say, shooting blind. You just up in it, boom, 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 boom. And you hit your man's in the back of the head. So now you arrested for this. I guess they, added the what is that? The where they take the bullet and see what gun the bullet came from. I guess they found out shit, or from the cameras at the club, they done put 2 and 2 together and realized, no, this how he got shot. He got shot in the back of the head. But the story I was telling my partner about hunting, before we get a group of guys together and go hunting, I need to make sure everybody that's with us is just as serious about gun safety as I am. Because I don't want to get out there in the middle of the woods, in the forest or whatever, and people just go to up in the strap shooting at deers and not even making sure you're not in the way. So that brings me back to that point that I just had. But anyway, so that's the latest on that, man. If you haven't heard about the whole update on Z the Wizard, supposedly at first somebody else was arrested for the shooting, and now they got another man. So looks like he was killed by friendly fire, man. Condolences to the family and to the friends, man. And you always say you hope there was a lesson in it, man. I hope somebody learned something out of it, man. These guys run around with all these switches and blickies and all this stuff, man. And in the song, I always talking about how they're going to up the strap and they're going to do this. And well, in reality, what's going to happen is what happened. You're going to up the strap and you're going to shoot your own mans. Sad situation.